Yeah. I close my eyes and I can still smell the monsoon rain. It's crazy how blood turns into water when there's money on the table. Look. I remember the night, I was only 7 years old. Galle Road was slippery, the air was getting cold. Waiting by the door for a car that never showed. Police lights flashing, the story began to unfold. They said the brakes failed or maybe it was fate, but daddy never braked and mama arrived late to the gates of heaven, left me at the devil's gate. Inside a house full of people showing me fake hate. I saw the aunties crying, wiping tears with a tissue, but looking back now, I know that wasn't the issue. They were eyeing the jewelry, checking out the venue, planning how to split the wealth that was on the menu. I was a broken child, shivering in the white clothes, while they were hunting for the bank books and the notes. I was drowning in grief, they were building their boats, smiling in my face while they cut my parents' throats. Hush, listen slightly, don't you say a word. I know the truth is something that you haven't heard. They want the deeds, they want the land, they want the gold. They sold your happy knees before your tears were cold. But if that heavy rain starts falling down and you feel like the loneliest kid in this town, just look up to the sky, yeah, look through the trees. Mama's the moonlight and Papa is the breeze. See the funeral finished and the mask came off. Uncle moved and started acting like a boss. We're here to protect you, yeah, that was the gloss. But every day I lived, there was another loss. They put me in the back room, sleeping on a mat, treating me like a servant, kicking like a cat. Sign these papers, boy, you're too young for that. Give up the ownership, give up the habitat. I wash the dishes while the kids play with my toys. I stay silent in a house full of noise. Robbed of my childhood, robbed of my joys. Used as a pawn by these cowardly boys. They drove my daddy's car, wore my daddy's chain, while I was walking to school in the pouring rain. They call it guardianship, I call it the pain of watching vultures pick the meat off the remains. Hush, little soldier, don't you say a word. I know the truth is something that you haven't heard. They want the deeds, they want the land, they want the gold. They sold your happy knees before your tears were cold. But if that heavy rain starts falling down and you feel like the loneliest kid in this town, just look up to the sky, yeah, look through the trees. Mama's the moonlight and Papa is king. And I remember thinking, why am I all alone in a house that my father built out of stone? Now I'm grown and the truth is finally known. Karma is a seed that is eventually sown. I don't want the property, keep the dirty cash. It's all blood money, it's gonna turn to ash. I survived the crash, I survived the lash. I built a life from the wreckage of the crash. Now I walk these streets and I see them getting old, bitter and sick, clinging to the stolen gold. They look at me now, the story's been told. The boy they misused is a man strong and bold. I didn't need the inheritance to be a king. I didn't need the diamond in the wedding ring. I just needed the strength that the struggle brings to rise above the hate and let the mockingbird sing. Rest in peace, mama, I made it out alive. Sorry, papa, I had to do what I did to survive, but I never sold my soul, never took a dive. I'm still standing here, watch me thrive. Yeah, it's just a house, it's just dirt, but you can't buy a heart. Rest easy, now I'm good.